Heyo, review family, keep it high, keep it tight. My name is Jay Morris, the review guy, and I'm back again to bring you another video. Welcome back to my series Track Review, the series in which I review tracks. And today we got a really special track to review, because one of my favorite bands of all time, Cattle Decapitation, have dropped a kind of previously done song, but it's the announcement that's going to be a big focal point of this review. So, Cattle Decapitation is a vegan metal band. They've been around since the late 90s, and they've been signed to Metal Blade for a while, and they've just been hammering out just a lot of great releases that have shook up the metal world in a lot of different ways, whether it be from a Deathgrind standpoint, a technical death metal standpoint, or pretty much gore grind, grindcore, whatever you want to call them. They really brought up prominence, especially with their 2015 album and their last album, The Anthropocene Extinction, debuting at number 100 on the Billboard 200. So for an album like that, that's pretty much unheard of. But anyways, let's go ahead and talk about this track, an exposition of insides. So the reason we're covering this song is it was actually a Japanese bonus track for Monolith of Inhumanity, which was the album that preceded the Anthropocene Extinction. And the reason we're covering it is because it feels like it got more of a mix job, and like the mixing maybe got improved a little bit. But the big thing is that they announced that they're going to be releasing a compilation rarities album November 23rd, 2018, which is going to include, I believe, 23 tracks, 6 previously unreleased demos prior to Human Jerky. You're going to be getting, I don't know a lot of the details because it's still a little bit of a ways away, but what I know is that it's going to be a 23-track album that is going to center around bonus tracks, previously unreleased tracks, demos, and it's going to be a 10-year span of their career. So you got a lot of people that are thinking this is a new song. Well, it's kind of, but it's kind of not. It was done before. It's a bonus track, but I do feel like when I actually listened to this track quite a few times and then listened to the original, the Japanese bonus track, and I can't help but think that this one sounds a bit more sanitized. It sounds more closer to their Anthropocene, like, extinction days than the Monolith of Inhumanity. But basically, this track is classic Cattle Decapitation. You have Travis Ryan just doing some amazing, he literally is probably the best metal vocalist I listen to in the game, even though Cattle Decapitation's not my favorite band. He just does some amazing vocals. His gargle screeches, his guttural, just bestial lows, and this strange kind of like singing that comes off as this eerie and strange and disturbing, and this is a focal point of Cattle Decapitation. If you've listened to them, you'll know that that's what it is. And of course, Cattle Decapitation is all about veganism. They're all about environmentalism. That's what their lyrics center around. That's what their cover art centers around, and I really enjoy their messages in their music. That's something I should say. And at this point, I feel like if you follow the channel for a while, you should know that Cattle Decapitation is one of my favorite bands because I've included them on so many lists. I've reviewed them so many times, and I knew that they were working on new material, so we're probably going to get a brand new full-length album of, like, new material sometime in 2019. Probably, I'd say, if I had to make a solid guess, probably sometime around this time next year, probably in, like, late summer, early fall, maybe mid to late fall, because that's when they kind of like releasing stuff. It seems like August and stuff, September, stuff like that. Probably somewhere around there, but this is going to be a really nice thing to kind of tend over fans because it's going to include, like I said, 6 previous unreleased demos pre-Human Jerky, and if I remember correctly, what I read said that those demos featured Travis Ryan on guitar as well as vocals, so that kind of gave me it reminded me of Jesse Cash from Era, how he does the guitar and vocals. Obviously, very two different people, because one does, like, very sanitized high cleans, and then one does like whatever the hell you want to call Travis Ryan in terms of what his vocals are. But this track, love the kind of grind vocals that come out near the end. Travis does those amazing, and I'm just excited to review this album when it comes out. I'm hoping to be one of the first to do it because I'm going to probably just jump on this album as soon as it gets released. Probably gonna own it, I hope, and I'm just excited. I'm excited. I love Cow Decapitation. I think they're an amazing band. And yeah, so I want to hear what you guys think of this track. I'm going to put it in the description as usual. What are your thoughts about them releasing this compilation album as opposed to a full-length album? And are you excited for it? Are you excited to hear those demos? Do you think this album is going to be good? Did you like the track? All that good stuff. Would you prefer the more raw version on Monolith of Inhumanity? Post any opinion you have about this track in the comments below, and I will definitely see it, reply to it. Love seeing discussions from you guys. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll shout your channel out. Consider subscribing because it helps me out a lot, and I'll talk to you guys next time. But until then, my name is Jay Morris, the Review Guy, and I'm signing off saying farewell.